Alright, we'll start this.
Stuff as crazy as murder. Meanwhile, allegedly Milo is a journalist/activist. He apparently said that he decided to go gay, which translates to he's bi. Remember this. Gay
What? He decided to be gay, so it translates him to be bi. That's... What kind of logical sense that makes? And I'm pretty sure he never said he choose to be gay, because he was on the Drunken Peasants, and he never was like, I choose to be gay.
Yeah.
Like... Fuck.
Means your dick only gets hard for dudes, or your vagina only gets wet for women. Straight means your dick only gets hard for women, or your vagina only gets wet for men. It's not fucking complicated.
No. Like, your vagina only gets... You're telling me that no straight guy has ever...
looked at another guy in a lot of ways.
Or even being seduced by another guy? Like, that's what the whole... There's like a gay porn thing called bait bus. That's what it basically is. It's supposed to take straight guys and force them to do gay acts.
But secretly it's their kink.
It's someone's kink, that's why there's a fucking porn for it.
Yep.
And if you fuck that up, I seriously question your intelligence. He also apparently created a scholarship solely for white men. Well, as a white man, Milo, I hope it's very meaningful to you.
I do question this guy's intelligence, you know. Same guy that filmed his wife having a seizure.
Why filmed her if she's having a seizure?
He's a fucking idiot.
When I say go fuck yourself. And I guess he also goes to universities talking about how feminism is cancer. I want you...
Feminism is cancer.
It is. It's spreading out like a disease. It's too...
It's a bunch of whining, crying babies going around bitching about stuff that...
doesn't need to be bitter about.
I mean, when you couldn't vote and you weren't as equal as...
I mean, it was in the 1930s, yes. Reasonable.
Reasonable, but not now.
All to remember this, when anyone says anything negative about feminism, you guys know what a definition is, right? You're not completely fucking stupid. The literal definition means what it is. And I'm saying this over and over again because a lot of people don't seem to fucking get this basic...
Okay, get to the fucking point. Like, how long? He's gonna take about 10 seconds to get to the fucking point.
Obvious concept. The literal definition, meaning what feminism...
Okay. The literal definition, he says it like so many times. This is the definition of it. Let me tell you the definition of what I'm about to tell you. Feminism. It's the literally definition of feminism is... Like, he hasn't even got to the point yet.
Literally is. Not what people portray it to be.
Not what people portray it to be. Not what your mother thinks. Not what your priest thinks. What the dictionary has in it. Like... How long does it take you to get to the fucking point?
Not what you feel it is in your little white boy heart. What it literally...
What happened if I was a black man watching this? But the thing is, what happened if I was a black man watching this? Or a white girl, or an Asian, or
a Paki,
or a dog,
or a cat, a mouse, a rat.
You know, whatever.
A gay dude.
Maybe I'm otherkin. Maybe I'm a boot watching this. Like... Who knows? Let's play this more.
Is the advocacy of women's rights on the...
Oh, okay. He finally
got to it.
Fucking finally. That was like 20 seconds. It took him 20 seconds to bring up a Google search of the word what feminism means. And who cares what the advocate of women's rights on the grounds of politics, social and economics, equality to men. Yeah, but isn't the whole point of it to be equal? Okay, so it's equal to men, but feminism, they call it is equality for all. Because you call them on that, it's like it's only equal. Like you guys are just trying to,
equal rights.
No, it's not trying to be equal. Like it's like supremacy over man. You know what I mean? And they're like, no, we're trying to be equal. Well, you only push your advocate for one side. Yeah. That's what I rambling was all about. They're pushing it to one side, and that made sense.
Grounds of political, social, and economic equality to men. What is so fucking hard to understand about that? Do you have a problem with political, social, and economic equality to men? Do you have a problem with that? Because if you do, you're an obvious sexist. So we've established what feminism actually is. It's not what you think it is. It's not radical individual...
Dear fucking God, so either sit through this bullshit. It's not what you thinking. And why does he look like a Who from Hoover?
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that.
Like an evil one too. Like
Almost like the Grinch's
almost
son.
yeah. Like
the
Grinch made it with an albino Grinch, and
no,
and the albino
Sonny
Grinch was retarded.
I'm gonna call him. Well,
Yeah, he's weird looking.
Individuals calling themselves feminists when they by definition are not feminists. Feminism is by definition what you see right here. That is all. So you can stop trying to justify your anti-feminist bullshit, because when you do that, you are saying that women should not be equal to men.
No, I think women should be equal to men, and I'll get later in this video. I'll show you what our men are not equal in, actually, in society. So,
yeah.
Fuck you.
By fucking definition. And definitions are that thing that make up your fucking language. So if you don't respect...
Whoa. No shit. I hate when people do this. We got to define this. We got to define that to get to even talk about it. You know? Like, if someone was like, you know, what you believe in. Oh, we got to define what religion means. And we need to define, you know, spirituality. And we need, like... No, we don't need to define a word to have a
definition for it.
Well, no, just a debate about it. Debate about what we're having.
No.
Definitions, you should probably shut your stupid fucking mouth. But now let's transition to vegan gains. He's clearly very muscular. If that wasn't on his arm, I'd assume it was cancer. Apparently at one point, Vegan Gains gloated about someone named Furious Pete.
Okay, I really don't want to go for this bullshit. Talks about vegan gains, whatever. Look at this shit. We'll link all the studies into the things, but if you look right here, it says overall the national level in 2003, 61.9% of Canadians youth had attended some of post-secondary institution, university or college. By the age of 19, females attend at a higher rate, 69%, than males, 54%. So the ones that graduated, 69% of ladies.
Out of 54 of a man.
54% of men.
That's pretty low.
Considering only one high school graduates. Okay, considering only high school graduates. Considering only high school graduates, 76% of females had attended post-secondary education versus 64%. Okay, so this is where it gets to it. So considering only people that graduated high school, 76 of females had attended a post-secondary course, and out of that, only 64% of males did. So likewise, if you look at the American one, which is on the Forbes, I'll link all these into the video. This is the map here. Numbers, whatever, right? So you look at it, the faint line, which is this line, I don't know if you've seen the video, this line right here is the female line, this is the male line. In the, what I'm guessing, late 60s, it was more, in early 70s, it was more males going. And somewhere in between the 75 and 85, males dropped off and females just skyrocketed, like, hugely.
12 million.
So there's definitely
more graduates and
there's definitely, and I'll show you the dropout rate too. The dropout rate off of boys of not graduating high school than girls. It's way more. So you would assume if boys are not graduating as much, they would go to college less. So there's a reason why guys are not finishing high school more.
Yep.
In society, and it's North American society more than females are, and feminists won't talk about this.
Nope.
You look at this. More female than men have post-secondary education. This is CBC News saying 64% of women have higher educations than 60% of men. Right? And
True.
Reading this whole thing, I'll get into it. There's another one I didn't put up, or maybe it's in here, but it basically stated that, right here, maybe not, but somewhere in here, it states that you have more likely to have a female doctor than or any medical field. You're more likely to see a female in it than a male.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Then we go here. And this is again from Statistics Canada, so this basically goes through and says poorer families correlate to actually having the study shows that actually it correlates that if you're poorer, you will less likely graduate high school and less likely go to post-secondary. So among that, if you're poor and male, you're less likely
To graduate.
That's
a little...
And Hispanic males are the most likely to not graduate than any other. And
that's unlikely.
well, the thing is, why I think it's so Hispanic, because you can be a black Hispanic man and you can be a white Hispanic man. Like, so, the broadness of that is kind of more. So, but this is right here, finishing high school and stuff. So this goes through showing that males drop out of more high school. So finishing high school, right? Which we go down to the chart. Yeah, it is in 2003, so it is pretty fucking old. But you look at each province, right? Each province is...
Go back? Was it go back?
Yeah. But if you look at it, right, the majority is male. Like, yes. Even in Canada's average, majorities are male and female.
Alberta.
In Saskatchewan, it's pretty even.
Yeah.
But every other one, males blow out the females.
Mm-hmm.
And there's estates here. However, ranking, states there. Go down, there's more charts. Given post-secondary education overall, the national level is 61 of Canadian youth attend some form of post-secondary institution, university, college by the age of 19. Females attend at a higher rate than males. Considering only high school graduates, 76% of females had attend post-secondary education versus 64. Thus boys both graduate high school at a lower rate than girls, right? Boys both graduate high school at a lower rate than girls, even if they have graduated, and they go on to post-secondary education at a lower rate. So they graduate lower, like less chance of them graduating,
yeah,
and less chance of them going to a post-secondary education. And this is states right there. Mm. Females won't talk about this. Feminists won't talk about this. This just goes to choosing
the income gap.
Yeah, the income gap. At the national level, high school dropout rate for youth from the lowest family income quality was this is the one that goes through it and shows that the lowest family, like what the income they make actually plays a factor into it, kind of more than if you're male, right?
Yeah.
So that shows that chart there. So I will link this into there. This is all there. Like, when they go, you're not for this. Well, why feminists never talk about man's problem? This is one of man's problems, among a few others. And this is never talked about. Why are there less guys with an education?
And girls.
And this is well documented. There's got to be a reason.
Yep.
So, see if he has any more bullshit to say.
Getting cancer. Is this the guy who got cancer? The guy about to eat a shitload of meats? He seems pretty proud of turning animals into shit pointlessly. Must be a great guy.
Animals do that. There's other animals that go around eating other animals and turning them into poop. That's what the fucking... You think what happens?
That's what they do.
Just turning more animals into shit, and again, more animals into shit. When I say animals, I'm talking about these guys. Why would anyone...
No, really? What the fuck were we else talking about?
Well, he must think his viewers are idiots.
Okay, or it depends. Is he just talking about cows? He doesn't care about any other animals? When I was talking about animals, I just meant cows, no pigs.
Yeah.
You know.
Wouldn't want to turn that creature into shit. Kind of reminds me of my dog. Anyway, apparently this guy's battling with testicular cancer, and the cancer has spread to his lymph nodes. Well, I did a little bit of research, and it turns out, well, fuck it.
I did a little bit of research and I found that I'm an idiot.
I'll just read it to you. A few dietary studies have found elevated testicular cancer risks for higher red meat, fat, and milk intakes, and lower intakes of fruits, vegetables, and fiber. Translation, you know all those animals you've been turning into shit? Yeah, well, it looks like they're fed up getting killed by you, and now they're trying to return the favor. Guys, it's 2016. Studies have consistently shown that you should be eating a shitload of vegetables and should not be consuming a shitload of meat. Side note,
you know what? I've never heard, even like people that love meat, everyone says moderation. Except for you're a bodybuilder, which they say if you're not a bodybuilder,
Then
moderation is the way to go. You don't need to eat as much meat. You can get your protein from, you know, milkshakes, like your protein shakes, I should say, in other forms. And there's vegans who are ripped, but they never say you need to eat a shit ton of meat.
They say to eat by moderation.
Like, yeah, that's comments like stuff. You're like a low-educated nibwit that
Like him.
believes whatever. But I've personally never heard anyone being like, add more meat to your plate. You need more meat. Maybe I'm taking him out of context here, but
check out
boy.
what happens when I type in healthy food to Google. Wow.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be fruits and veggies.
Yes, that's
logical. Like you think it's gonna be a bag of chips? Like,
would you look at all those vegan
Doritos.
But if you type in unhealthy food, what you see is fast food.
You probably would, actually.
Let's find out.
I went to Google, actually. Actually, let's just go down here. Unhealthy foods. And we went images.
Look at that.
And
Fast
oh
food.
my god, look at this. There was veggies in the unhealthy food area. Thus proving
It must be
veggies are not that healthy. And you know what? He's like, oh, you need more veggies and shit. There's been people, and not to, I'm gonna paraphrase Vegan Gains here. I watched some interview. He was with this other vegan, some lady, and he said, I paraphrase on him, that there's been some people who have eat Twinkies and some junk food diets like that and have lowered their cholesterol and have lost weight on. And I know there's a Twinkie study that the guy did that. So then this is me paraphrasing him there, but that just proves it's not just meat. You can eat a Twinkie and be fine. Anyways, I think we're gonna end the video here. I don't think he's gonna add any more.
He's just gonna talk nonsense.
Yeah, this guy is fucking weird.
He's just pathetic.
Looks like a fucking who. Anyways, rate, subscribe, or like the video, share to anyone who you think would like it, and go fuck yourselves.